With appropriate social protection, it should be possible to protect a significant number of the world's poorest people in times of crisis and to keep human development achievements moving forward. That was confirmed in the UNDP survey financed by the Spanish UNDP Trust Fund. The survey, a copy of which is to be distributed to you during this forum, details how Latin American social ministries did indeed respond in timely and effective ways to the crisis, which otherwise could have had more serious implications. UNDP is proud to have been a partner in a number of these efforts. For example, as part of the Poverty and Social Impact Analyses project, we supported the governments of Paraguay and those in the Eastern Caribbean region to assess the impacts of the crisis, contributing to identifying policy options which would protect socially vulnerable groups. In El Salvador, we have been supporting efforts to institutionalize the Comunidades Solidarias Rurales program through the development of tools for medium and long-term planning and costing, and have provided support in the development of the rural and urban poverty maps. In some quarters, of course, it may be thought that measures designed to assist the poorest and most vulnerable are inconsistent with doing what it takes to reinvigorate economies. It would be UNDP's experience, however, that comprehensive social assistance through tough times does build the resilience which can strengthen economic outcomes. Although countries differ in their needs and capacities, there is a great deal to be gained by exchanging experiences and cooperating in the design of social protection programs. Later this year in September, there will be the major summit here in New York on the Millennium Development Goals, aimed at accelerating action towards meeting them by 2015. If we can identify successful initiatives, scale them up, replicate them around the world where they fit, we can set up progress towards the goals. And Latin America has a tremendous amount to share in this regard. The innovations which have been pioneered in this region reveal just how effective social policy is in advancing development goals. A leading example would be the cash transfer programs, implemented now in 17 countries in this region and said to benefit well over 100 million people. Such schemes are now being implemented across regions around the world, and they are keen to learn from what has happened in the Latin American and Caribbean region. Through the International Policy Centre for Inclusive Growth in Brasilia, UNDP has facilitated efforts to bring the experience of this region with cash transfers and social protection to Asia and Africa. In India, we helped to organise in recent times a conference which shared practical experience from this region with countries already undertaking or considering such programs. I know that during this forum you will look at how, in times of crisis, we could improve and better implement existing social schemes like cash transfer programs and those in the field of health and education. Related topics you might wish to consider include how to ensure that major social protection programs are flexible enough to identify and support new families which may be falling into poverty during crises, and how to move away from ad hoc social protection responses towards a comprehensive and ongoing social policy and programs. Also important will be how to improve measures to address unemployment, always lagging if macroeconomic policy is not supplemented by additional measures, and how to enhance the access of the poor to credit for income-generating activities. The last two forums in this series were certainly a great success, and we hope this one will be no exception, and that you will leave here with knowledge of practices and innovations which might be able to be adapted to your own country and context, and that the discussion here will contribute to sharing of Latin American experiences so that others also might gain insights on how to advance human development even in the most challenging of times. I wish you all well for your deliberations today. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.